hope you're all doing well today. It's a nice middle of the day stream. It's still light outside, which is really nice. So I have a little bit of natural light coming in along with the lights above. And I am really excited to get working on all of this fabric cutting that we have to do today. Because you can see behind me 2 large patterns, and we have a lot to cut out for each of them. So we're going to get to that. But we can see on the to-do list, we're going to work on the cape today. So you can see on the design, the arms, there's the fabric that goes in front of the arms. It also attaches in the back, and that is the cape. That is 4 panels of fabric. And then we have the godettes that we're going to work on, also what you can see on the skirt. It's the lighter triangle cutouts that are in the skirt. We're going to determine a final size for them because I made the godettes on stream last time, and it's a good pattern. I'm a little worried it's not going to be fluffy enough. So I'm going to cut out one at that size and kind of put it up to the skirt and see if that's like, if there's 8 of them, is that going to be fluffy enough? And we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to get my table set up and ready for cutting. Move my chair out of the way. Move this table forward. Because we need the full table today. I normally only use half the table on stream, but today we need all of it. We can't waste anything. Can't waste any space. So I think that's all that we're going to get for room with the table. Grab a couple of things. Yoink. Oh no, don't fall. Ooh. Minor out of camera chaos. So let's set up the second camera. Well, first we might just use this camera for the initial cutting because I'm not sure if the top-down camera will really like show what I'm doing. So I think this is going to be good for now, especially with like the size of the stuff that we're going to be cutting today. And I hope sound is all right. And I forgot to start music. So let's get that going. I had it all prepared too. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Alright, so here is the pattern piece for the cape. You can see that it's a lot. Turn that down just a little. Okay. You can see that this is like a giant pattern. It fills up my entire cutting table, which is just great. You know what? I'm also going to put my cutting board down. I haven't done that in a while. Let's do that. And I'm probably going to want it for the amount of cutting we're doing today. I think we're just going to have to slip it underneath the pattern. Slip that under here. Ooh. Oh, there goes the camera. Doesn't look like it fell though, so that's good. And I just slip this under here. Oh, look at that. Success. Big success. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I have my cutting mat down. And this cutting mat is 56 inches by 33 inches. So it's a big honkin' cutting mat. Okay, so this is the size what we're cutting out today. This thing is just over 56 inches long, and at its widest is 26 inches wide, and we need 4 of them. Thank goodness I have a lot of fabric. So let's pull that fabric out and see how it needs to be laid out to get this working. Okay, let's drape this so it doesn't wrinkle, because I spent a long time ironing that last night. Okie dokie. Here's the fabric that we're using. And there is a heckin' ton of it. Let's just see what our dimensions are for this fabric. Oh, plenty of fabric. We'll be able to double it over, and then we'll only have to cut this out twice, I think. We're definitely going to have to use fabric weights though, because this thing is like really flowy, which will be great for a cape, right? So that'll be nice. Let's see, what's my camera doing? Hey, you want to see? Want to see what I'm doing? Oh, I wonder if the fabric is just so bright that it's picking up just that. This fabric just wants to slide right off. Oh my goodness. What a nuisance of fabric. What am I going to need? Maybe some binder clips? Or maybe I can just pin the fabric to my cutting, or my, the other mat underneath. So let's fold this over. We're going to need 26 inches of this stuff. Minimum. Probably give ourselves just a little bit extra for seam allowance. Still a little too much. The other struggle with this type of fabric is keeping it from stretching and like warping its shape. But I think with the style of cape that we're doing, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's the full width. I didn't quite want that. Half, but 20-something inches is what I said, 26 inches. We'll give ourselves like 28 inches. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna pin this so it stops dragging. Use this as a fabric weight. So I'm just pinning the rest of the fabric so that it takes a little bit of the weight off as we continue to work this down. There's so much of this fabric, goodness. Cat hair off a bit. I wonder if it would be easier to just subtract the inches from the end so that it's not just like dragging off the table. We're gonna get our fabric weights out right away. So the music we're listening to today is one of my favorite artists. Her name is Glitch X City, and she makes a lot of really great Pokemon lo-fi, which I love to dance to. I don't think this fabric was cut on a straight line when it was cut. So we might just have to go with what we got and deal with the excess and just be okay with that. Because I think I'll be able to use the excess. There's a bit of an issue going on with the sleeves. Let me bring this over. So we can see here that we have these sleeves that are just kind of like cap sleeves, but they're flowy. However, my initial idea with the cape was to connect it here and then also in the back to hide this wonky seam we have going on here. And the way that the cape drapes, I don't think I'll be able to attach it in the back, which, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So if I can't attach the cape in the back, then I might need to add just like an extra flowy piece of fabric, you know, just like that extra pizzazz for a sorcerer, right? That will play the part of just attaching in the back and hiding that seam. Because I don't really feel like deconstructing the whole top. Oh, and the other thing that I did off stream is I hemmed the skirt. We were able to preserve most of the pleats. I might have to fix one pleat. But other than that, that went really well. Now I have 8 extra inches of skirt that will definitely need to be hemmed. So that's the other thing that could be added as like a flowy sleeve thing, is that fabric once I cut it off the skirt. So we'll see. We'll see what we have to work with once we get to that point. Oh my goodness, I think this skirt actually, or this fabric goes off my cutting mat. I did not step on it and like undo all of the hard work that I've done getting this set up. Let me pull my fabric weights off. Can't even believe how much fabric this is. I don't think the top is, yeah, this is definitely like asymmetric. So we'll see if it fits, and if it fits, then we'll leave it. And if it doesn't fit, then we'll figure something out. Or we'll just readjust it, really. That's what we'll figure out, is we'll readjust it. Big Petoskey stone at the corner here. And the pattern doesn't have to have an overlapped edge. I'm just doing that to make it easier when I'm cutting, so I don't have to cut too many things. Let's see what we got here. I'm thinking it might not be enough. Might have to just keep folding over more. Oh! I was wrong. It is enough. Well, that's nice. Smaller rocks along the edge here, and then our bigger rocks holding this in place. Why use fabric rakes when you got fabric weights when you have rocks? Rocks are great. All right. So far, we're looking good. Love how much scrap we're going to end up having, but it is what it is. I'm going to try to reduce it, but we'll see what we get. Oh, there's a part of me that's sad we're going to be missing out on this cute edge. What if... I think I have a new idea. Because I want to keep this really cute frilly edge. Here, I can show you at the front. It has this super cute, like, frilly edge that would be nice for the front of the cape, and I think I want to preserve it. Alright. Tear it all down. We're doing something else. Gently move this. basically all it means is I just have to move this giant roll of fabric over here. Oops. I think there's plenty of this fabric. This is like 35 inches. This is a lot of fabric. Oh, we got that folded. I'm going to use big rocks. I might have to use my water bottle as a weight. I think this will also reduce some of the waste, fabric waste too. We'll have less, which I like the sound of. I know it's selvage, it's just so pretty. It just looks like a ruffle. What are you gonna do when the fabric has pretty selvage? Use it. Why not? Put this over the edge just a little bit and pin it down. Oh my goodness. The things we do. Things we do to make things look nice. Worth it. Pin it at the top. So I'm just literally pinning it to the fabric part of my table. And that should hold it in place. Hopefully. Pin it a couple times. Pin it in a few areas. I don't know if that caught the table or not. Whoa. And see that it's stretch just a little bit. See how it like curves in? It means there's just a little bit too much tension from the weight of itself pulling on it. So I think we're going to cut it here, maybe a little bit lower, and then hopefully the weight will stop pulling it. Give it just like maybe 3 inches. Can't stop thinking about Goomy all day. You see it spring back? Thanks, Ardent Slacker. Sorry I didn't see your chat pop up. So far, it's going pretty well. There's a lot of fabric here, but it's doing what we want. I decided halfway through the process that I liked the look of the edge of the fabric, the selvage. So we redid everything so that I could keep the selvage. It'll be worth it. I've never regretted making a decision like this. Now we just have to make sure everything's laying flat, not stretched. It is always better to have too much fabric rather than not quite enough. Thankfully, I have a roll as thick as my calf of fabric to work with. I have no idea how many yards this is, but it's a lot. I'm fussing with this quite a bit because we have this strange roll happening here when I folded it in half, which means I wonder if it's just not folded correctly. I think if I can just lay it out flat enough so that what we're cutting is flat, then this roll really won't matter because I won't be cutting that. Get back in there. Knit fabrics can be so funny with how they lay because they're so stretchy. And this is both delicate and knit. It's like extra fun. Alright, let's put our pattern piece back down. Good. I think just need it's still stretched a little wide at the top. We'll have to fix that a little bit so that it lays how I want it to. Kind of see what I'm doing in the camera. There. That looks a little more lined up. Just maybe move everything over to this 1 inch line, and that should be straight enough. There we go. That looks good. To me, at least. Make the selvage out just a little bit extra. And that's like way less that I have to hem later, which is great. Arms are not quite 55 inches long. So we're doing a lot of reaching. So, fun fact about these rocks, they're not just like random rocks I found off the ground. One of them is painted by a friend of mine. But 2 of them are Petoskey stones, which are a special stone from Michigan that is a type of coral fossil. So when you get this stone wet, here, let me show you what it looks like dry. You can kind of see it has like some patterns in it, but it looks just like a rock on that side, right? But when you get it wet, and I'll use some of my drinking water for this, worth it, distraction. Or when you polish it, like polished Petoskey stones look like this all the time. You see the nice hexagonal pattern of the coral. Which I just think is really neat. So I'm originally from Michigan, which is why I like Petoskey stones. But most of the stones here, let me make sure it's dry on this side because I'm going to put it on my paper. Most of the stones here have like fossils in them, like this one has what I'm pretty sure is a fossilized leaf on it. So I'm just using my fun special stones as fabric weights, and I think that's a good, especially since they're pretty much clean. I think it's a fun use for them. I tried putting them in my fish tanks, but they just grow algae on them. Oh, and now I've made the camera all blurry. Focus on my face. You can do it. There we go. That's better. You can see the lighting corrected itself after it wasn't just the bright fabric. Alright, so that's been weighted down. 3 of my fabric weights are metal dice. They're from the Wormwood Kickstarter. They're the high variance dice. Not a huge fan of them, using them in game. We used them once and didn't really like it. So now they are fabric weights. Where'd the third one go? Oh, I already used it. So weighting the fabric down for this is going to be pretty important because of how like springy it is. It's going to want to distort on me when I'm cutting it. Maybe put that one in the middle. Alright. Got the nice fabric scissors out. And we can start cutting. Yay, look let the cutting begin. Not quite ambidextrous, so I have to contort around my room to be able to cut this. I'm leaving like a 1/4 inch around each edge just in case I want to hem it. This is kind of like a nylon-y material, so it doesn't seem to be fraying at the edges, which is really nice. Because I want to do either a ribbon and or a beaded edge on this. Can't see. Oh, I have to go to the side now. One of my rocks in the way of what I need to do. All right. I bet we'll be able to make something out of this salvage. Out of this remnant, rather. Water break. First big cut done. Woo! Move all of my fabric waste out of the way. It doesn't look like it's springing back into any position, which is really nice. That the tape should hold its shape the way I cut it. It will of course hang on its own weight, but I think it'll be okay. And here it is. First look at the cape. And to get it out of the way, I think I might want to mark that this is the top somehow. Maybe. So, how the tape is going to lay on this, I'm really excited to put this up here and like see how big it is. Definitely gonna hang. I think it'll be okay. Ooh, it kind of hangs to the floor. Looks neat. Well, I don't want to stretch it under its own weight yet, so we'll just hang it off to the side. And I do need to mark the top because that hard cut edge isn't going to remain like that when it starts stretching. I can see already. I'm going to distort. So I'm going to safety pins. Put them in here. Maybe. No, maybe not. Ah, put them in front of my face. That's helpful. Easier to find when they're there. I'm just going to safety pin the top. But we're not going to hang it by the safety pins because I don't want it to. Hey! How's it going, GT? I actually had a different cosplay I was thinking of wearing to the wedding. I have an evening gown version of a Critical Role character. But I don't know, I could ask you both and see which one you like better. I could definitely wear this to the wedding. It's gonna be... You're doing Jolteon and Vaporeon? Oh my god, I have to wear it to the wedding now. There's no choice. I have to. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so much fun. Then yes, this is now what I'm wearing to Pride and Dread's wedding, is this cosplay. It's been decided. Yay! Oh my god, it's gonna be so fun. I wonder what Z should go as. He could go as Pokemon trainer or an Eevee. What do you think? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you told me that. I'm so excited. What type of Jolteon are you doing? Like an evening gown or like a cute dress? Oh, it's all twisted. The giant fabric roll on the floor is all twisted, but I think I'll be getting through the rest of the fabric that is the problem of this roll, which is nice. Hopefully it'll be less of a problem. Oh, I think we have to twist it from up here. There we go. I think if Z was going to do one of the evolutions, he would want to do Umbreon. Ah, it's going to be so fun. I can't wait to see what you do with it. I mean, that's what this dress started out as. It was a bridesmaid's dress at my friend's wedding. It's like, I gotta do something with it. Wear his darkest of blue suits. Never gonna let him down for that. I love it. Do you think he'll be willing to wear the ears all night? He wants to wear a hat with Vaporeon eyes. That probably works. Like a top hat? Yeah, I think Umbreon would be good for Z too. He might have heard us talking about him, so he might jump in chat. Unless he's working. He wants a cowboy hat. A cowboy Vaporeon hat. Oh my goodness. Amazing. That will be incredible. I cannot wait to see it. Where did my water go? I need a lot of weight. I don't want this one to shrink as much. What else is heavy? This is heavy. Tread's friend Austin might be intimidated. You're right, he does usually have the cowboy hat, but he's not the only one who gets to wear a cowboy hat. Anyone can wear a cowboy hat if they want. I feel like this might get DCMA'd. I feel like I need to not do this song. It was on the DCMA safe list. We'll just go a couple songs over. Well, let me know how the hat making process goes. I'll see what Z wants to do for an evolution. I bet we're probably right, and he'll want to do an Umbreon. Is there a way we can make the bride into another evolution? No, she'll just have to be the awesome evolution trainer. I think that'll be for the best. Gym leader. No, champion. Champion with a team of evolutions. He'd have had to. Yeah, I think he probably would, because prosthetics and Z just like don't match. I've tried putting ears on him and like sideburns on him. He does not like it. Not a fan. This one's going a little bit better this time. Don't tug too much. It's like the stretching is only happening down here, so I don't have to cut quite as much from the bottom. This one way faster. Practice helps. Oh my goodness, Flareon cowboy hat is still making me laugh. Especially with his suit. Oh, I can't remember if he has a black suit or not. His might be navy too. I don't know if I need to fabric weight it before we put the pattern back on. This one's going way better. Yay! I accidentally followed the pattern instructions. I wasn't going to, but since I did it opposite of the thing I did before, that's what it actually asks you to do in the pattern. So, hey, look at us accidentally following directions. See you later, GT. Thanks for hanging out. And thank you for telling me about your plans for the wedding. I am so excited. Get some rest after you get back. Dentists aren't fun. I'll have maybe more stones on the edge this time. On this edge, because I don't need to hold that edge in place. Alright. Big cut round 2. So happy that I get to use this like giant amount of fabric. I don't usually get to make cosplays like this that are like big and frilly and full of lots of fabric. This is a treat. No wrinkles. Not allowed. Oops. Too close. I'm really excited to see how this takes to dye too. I wonder if like, because you can see it's kind of, well, it's hard to see, but there's a pattern on it, and in some places the fabric is very thin, and in some places the fabric is very bunched up. So I wonder if it will dye differently in those areas. I think if it gives it kind of a model-y flame look, that would be cool. I'd be down for that. Almost done. Whew. That was the biggest stuff that we had to cut today. So I might be able to go down to the smaller table size. We shall see. We shall see. But for now, let's put all of this away. I do kind of want to hang it on the mannequin and just like see how it looks. Give it a little look-see, you know? See how the cape is gonna hang? It looks like it might touch the floor. That's neat. I don't mind that. I wouldn't be upset by that. Here's our other cape pieces. Let me just safety pin the top again. I'm very glad that your memory was jogged because I'm very happy that I found out about it on stream. It made me do a big smile. Okay. Where is the top of this one? So, there's a couple different ways we can make this happen. We can follow the pattern. let's move this giant fabric roll out of the way. And actually, let's maybe... Nope, I'm gonna have Z come down and help me roll it up later. Let's pull this over. And pull this off. And let's just play around. Let's just kind of see what it looks like. I'm curious. So one of these should be the front and one of these should be the back. Let's do the one that's stretched a little bit. It's a little bit skinnier, likely, because of how it's stretched. And let's make that one the front. Can't really tell if there does look like, it looks like there is a right and wrong side. So this will be on this side. No, we're not dropping needles. Oh, it's gone. Where did it go? I don't want to slip on that. Need to bring my magnet down here. I'll bring my magnet down here to find that later. I have a super magnet. Been using it to hold jewelry, but I think it's way better served picking up needles. And this won't be this color in the final look. This will be orange. It's like everything else on Flareon. This is synthetic. It's going to be this color orange. I want to move the table out of the way and move what I'm doing closer to the camera. Whoop. Doesn't look like I unplugged anything. Yeah, look, now you can kind of see what I'm doing. And we'll just leave here's the top. I think we're just going to leave the safety pins in the top. Or maybe I'll do a basting stitch in the top at some point to help me remember. So what I'm doing is I'm attaching it to the front part of the sleeve over here. And I'm trying to not let there be too much drag on the fabric when I do it. I won't really be able to put this on like this because that would be very pokey. Not very comfortable. Am I covering it up? Maybe like that would be better. Let's try it. Pins for here. My plan is definitely to get rid of these sleeves. Hopefully, at least. I mean, we'll see how it looks. I would like to get rid of the sleeves. Goodness. These needles want to stab. Ideally, I would like to not have to open up the seams here, but there's a chance that I may have to. Just to make it look clean. I'd rather not. One of the skills you definitely need to be a good seamstress, talking with pins in your mouth. Just gonna open the shirt. And then maybe just pin that out of the way. It's getting very annoying. My watch is telling me to have a sip of water, so I think I shall. Alright. So that's how that will hang. This is so much longer than I expected it to be. Let's put the other side on. And then put the back on. Just give it the full attempt. This is the right side. Pin this out of the way. So there's a shoulder seam here, and this is where I'm starting to add the cape, is at this shoulder seam. I'm trying to not let it have too much drag. hang this up here so that it's not just weighing itself down. So one of the other things the original pattern asked for is to add a bunch of gore lines. Can we switch the music? There we go. Almost done adding in the sleeve part. This is going to be the longest part of this, is just adding in these sleeves, or this front sleeve thing. Front sleeve situation. Last one. Okay. So now we have the front sleeves of the cape in. I don't think they look bad. It certainly looks like the drawing. Won't really be able to see too much of what everything looks like until, you know, everything's on. So then there's two more of these in the back, is how this works. I'm just going to kind of pleat these with safety pins. Back. And then just use the safety pin to hold it in place. And then there is a spot like here where you connect them together. So we'll just kind of do that. It seems pretty, like, that's where I'd expect them to want to connect together. So the other option is like sewing them together at some point. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. This is the top. No. This is the top. Yes. I found the top. Hello, Shimmy Cat. Hello, Rose. So happy to see you both here. Yes, talking with pins is critical. Sorry, I was away from my chat for a moment. The cutting is going well. They got 4 big panels of fabric cut. That's what you're seeing here. These 4 panels that I'm pinning to the mannequin were the first things that we cut. So we used a firefly path pattern for the cape. And this is kind of how she's looking. when it's orange. It's not orange yet. The fabric is definitely dragging down and becoming elongated. But I'm not, I'm not unhappy with that. I think it still looks pretty neat. And I like that I kept the selvage on this fabric is frilly. And I like that I kept that. So, this is what we're looking like so far. Not too bad for like 6 hours of work. So the next thing that I need to do is work on the godettes, because I'm a little worried that I didn't make my godettes big enough to make it really floofy. So we'll have to see. Let's just put all these up there. And move this out of the way and move the cutting table back in place. My big cutting table out today. And let me pull out the pattern that I made. Go for it. There we go. Got it. Alright. So here's the pattern that I made. It is 28.5 inches of godette. And I really wanted these godettes to be fluffy. And I think if there's 8 of them, it should be enough. But I kind of just want to pin it to the fabric, like cut out one, pin it to the fabric and see how it looks. So let's bring the monster roll of fabric back. Monster roll of fabric. Should have plenty. Because like if this isn't enough, then I'm considering doing like a half a circle, or I feel like a half a circle should be plenty for lots of floofage. Can maybe drape that there for now. It doesn't get in the way. It doesn't get wrinkly. And with this, I don't really care if the edges is frilly, because I'm going to be putting a different hem. Which means I can probably, how big is this? Can I do half the table? Because using half the table would be nice, because then I can be closer to the camera. Let's do that. I think I can do half the table. Oh, I just won't get to have my nice cutting mat. Okay, never mind. We're leaving the nice cutting mat. That's what we're doing. Final decision made. But I think we're gonna lay it this way. Massive roll of fabric. Need one more turn. Maybe go down there for now. I wonder if I have enough of my selvage for the godette, or my remnant for the godette. Let's see. If I do, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I do. No, I don't think I have quite enough. I mean, let's see. Let's see. It's like close. It's really close. Oh! I do have enough. Oh, that's exciting. Let's cut this off here so I don't get too much stretching. This fabric really likes to stretch. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Knits they'll do that. Okay. Fabric weights, which I have my metal D20s. And some rocks. I would like to get all of these pieces cut out before the weekend so that I can dye them all over the weekend. And hopefully get everything attached. Because then like the base of the dress is done and I just have to add like all the fiddly details. Almost done cutting this out. Alright. So I think what I can do is I can kind of like play pretend a little bit with the skirt because it's got an opening in it already. And I can see if that will tell me what I want to know about this fabric and how it's going to hang at this size. One more time, table moving. You like the D20s as pattern weights? Yeah. So these D20s are, I got them from a Wormwood. I backed a Wormwood Kickstarter, and they're nice D20s, like they're nice metal D20s, but they're called high variants. So there's 3 20s on here, and 3 1s, and like a couple 2s, a couple 3s. I think it goes up to 5 or 6, and then it jumps to like 15. So there's like none of the middle numbers, which seems like it might be fun. Higher risk, higher reward, but when we played with them, it just wasn't that great. We kind of like the regular dice better, so I use them as pattern weights now. And they're very good for that purpose, let me tell you. Come back, Jess. I have need of you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend like this is where a godette is going to go. Kinda see if it wants to stay up. Pull this together over here. Fabric. Why are you difficult? needle up there. Okay, so we're going to kind of pretend like this is where the godet is going to get put in, right here. Which means I have to pin it down to where I want it. Right side out. I'm just going to pin this together. All the way up. And the other side. Let's just see. In reality, these edges won't have godets on them because they're going to be you can see on my drawing, the area where the leggy is coming out, that's the edges that I'm currently pinning, but we're pretending right now, just to see if the godet will work. Probably don't have to pin it that thoroughly. Pinning it as if I was sewing it right now. Did we run out of music on that playlist? We did? Let's go back to my library and pick up a different one. So I recently picked up a fun new hobby that I'm excited to like really dive into. And it's weaving, like weaving fabric on a loom. And this weekend, I'm going to a festival where they're going to have like sheep shearing demonstrations and dog herding demonstrations, and lots of wool. You could find raw wool, or you could find processed wool. Whatever kind of wool it is that you want, probably be able to get at this festival. And I'm super excited for it. I need to finish doing this side. I don't know, it's kind of nice. Maybe I should pin some ribbon to it, because I'll have ribbon to it, and see if the ribbon kind of helps. Up here, and maybe up here. I'm really thankful that this fabric doesn't show pinholes like at all. Hoping from this festival that I can come back with some nice yarn, some nice wool yarn. I don't know what I will do with the nice wool yarn, but it will be pretty nice wool yarn, and that sounds exciting to me. Oh, I did this on the wrong side. Hoping that when I add the ribbon to the edge, it'll make it a little more fluffy. So I might just pin a ribbon to the edge and just see how it looks, give it the full chance to see if it fits my vision. We can take these down now, I think. It looks nice. And it might work for this dress because the dress is not terribly large. Like the amount of fabric around the skirt really isn't, there's not that much. I kind of want to cut out the half circle and see how that looks. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to cut out a half circle and see how that looks. I'll leave this on for now. So I can always cut the half circle down into the correct size for a couple godets. That I need, and look up a quick tutorial for how to do half circle measurements. circle godette pattern. Drink of water. So I think one of the big things is this is 28 inches, so I'd need 60 something inches of a diameter. Maybe that'll be too much. Decisions. Because right now I feel like the godette's just getting lost in the skirt. And maybe when I add the ribbon at the hem, it'll act kind of like horsehair braid. We'll see. I wonder if... I think we might have just enough length here to make a half circle godette. Let's see. I don't think this is going to be quite enough paper either. It needs to be 28 inches, so it's going to be almost, that's going to be a lot of fabric. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have enough fabric on this roll for that. Decisions, decisions. I need to pull out more paper. I save all of my paper from when I get clothing from ThreadUp, and I use it as patterning paper because the tissue paper just works really well for that. Before anyone yells at me, these are no longer fabric scissors. They have been defabricked. They no longer work as fabric scissors. They're very old. I mean, that'll make a really fluffy godette. So I wonder if this was even a quarter circle. I don't know that it was. Like a fifth of a circle. So I wonder if a quarter circle would give me more of what I want. Well, if I make a half circle, I can either do a quarter or a half, so it will benefit me either way. Very ripped, but I don't think it'll be in the pattern at all. So, it'll be 28.5 inches in each direction and down there in 3 different directions. So I need to measure that out from wherever I'm going to choose the center to be. And I wonder if I should choose the center to be, or yeah, on this side so that I can actually reach it. when I'm drawing, rather than having to reach over the table again, which I've been doing a lot today. Can't believe how fast we got that cake taken care of. I was worried that was going to take a long time, and it didn't take hardly any time at all. We'll just use small amounts of tape, just in case this like really doesn't work out. Normally I would iron all of this paper, but that will take a really long time, and I have to remove my cutting mat to do that. My cutting mat is not heat safe. We're just going to deal without the iron for now. Normally I do iron my paper. I just was not prepared for needing an iron, or this much paper today. I think at some point I'm going to need a chat function where it, at least for a little while, it dings when somebody's in chat, because otherwise I keep missing people. I feel bad, because I want to talk. Alright. So that side of the paper is way nicer than this side of the paper, so we're going to make the edge closer to that side. I need a pencil. Here's the pencil I was using before. Maybe 8.5 inches, which is pretty much the middle of the fabric anyway. Fabric. I keep saying fabric when it's paper. $28.5. Oh yeah, I definitely didn't have a quarter circle godet at all. We'll just start doing the thing where we connect the dots. I was kind of hoping we would miss the giant hole in the paper, but not quite. I can patch it. them, making dots to connect on this side. I'm glad I double checked my work. Let's go back down the line. Always good to measure twice. I don't think there's ever a time where it's not worth it to measure twice. Almost done with this side. Put that on that side. I was kind of hoping that original size of Godette would work out, but I was starting to get a little worried that it was just too small. And I think it would have looked fine, but I really wanted floof. And I think it's worth going after the floof, you know? That is the center. And we're going back down the line again. So I learned recently that these flexible tape measures can stretch and become inaccurate over time. So I checked this one before starting this project, but it's really not that old or well used. Alright, let's cut this out. I do want, grab your scissors for that because it's paper. Worst case scenario, if this is too fluffy, we go with the quarter circle. No big deal. And from the other side. Try to set up some of this tape since I was running a little low. Good enough. This is really going to increase the yardage of the skirt. So, let's see how this looks. Like I said, worst case scenario, I can just do a quarter circle, and that will probably look just fine, because it'll definitely be bigger than whatever amount of circle this was. Looks like it's a 1/6. Yeah, it's a 1/6 of a circle. Okay, so now we gotta bring out that fabric again. This is gonna be really fluffy. I wonder if this will be too big. We'll find out. Let's tape this pattern together just a little bit better. Just a little bit. Bring the fabric back out. And we're going to save ourselves some time and cut out 2. Because this either means we're doing a lot less cutting or a little less cutting. Either way, if I go with the half circle or the quarter circle, it's going to be less. I also think it's just nice to have a half circle pattern around, so you just never know when you're going to need it. You know? I did all this work to fix my top-down camera today. I'm not even using it because too much fabric. that much fabric. Closer to the edge here. See if that's closer to 28 inches. Way closer, we're at 29 inches, that's perfect. Stretch. That should be good. And not have it get too stretched by its own weight. That should be good. Smooth that out. Oh no, it did shrink a little bit. Just a little bit. 1 inch longer. Excuse me. Measure. There we go. I'm feeling like half a circle is going to be too big. But like I said, I can just cut it in half. And I might surprise myself and absolutely love it. Let's see what happens. Rocks. We need a good sized rock for that. Just going to put the pattern weights down and cut out these 2 half circles. Nice cutting scissors. There they are. It's not enough room for me to cut it. The other thing that I want to consider is I would like to have enough, not too much yardage on the hem so that I have enough of the ribbon that I already bought. So I really like the ribbon and I'd like it to be the hem. And I'm pretty sure, like, I won't ever be able to find this ribbon anywhere else because I got it at a thrift store and it looks old. Whew. Almost through all this cutting. Off, see how we did. And we're going to mark the center. Just so I know where the center is. Although I think I accidentally made a full circle. Because I never cut this edge. So we might have a full circle here. And I think full circle godettes might be a little too much. I'm just gonna put these here. So when I cut the edge, I'm not pulling on it too much and distorting it. Although I might have to pull out the table to cut this edge. Let's do that. Give myself actually enough room to do this. I'm not gonna cut the pin. I don't want to ruin another pair of scissors because that's how I ruined the last pair. Is I cut a pin with them by accident. But we're not going to do that this time. Alright, and we have 2 half circles. Exciting. And now I can attempt to pin them to the dress and see if I like the amount of floof. Really glad we use the remnant fabric for that one godette that we originally did. Let's bring it back over. Just a reminder, there's going to be 8 of these. I wonder if it would be easier for me to lay it out on a table to pin. No, I want to see the drape. I'm going to pull this as far over as I can. I think there's fabric in the way. Yep. Back to the floor. I need to mark the center of the other one. You know what, I might use a fabric marker to do that. Because then I'll always know where it is and it will wash out. And I don't have to worry about poking myself with a pin. All things that sound very nice. Oh, I already like this. Oh no! Oh no, am I gonna like the half circle? I think, shoot. The foreshadowing is real. I already liked how it draped. Just in like the 2 seconds I looked at it. Thank goodness I have a lot of fabric. I would like how much the half circle draped like right away. Very dew feathers. More is always better. Not always, obviously. But in this case, I really like it. So we can save that because I have an idea for that. And let's start pinning this. I bet this is gonna look really nice. How much you want to bet? And back to pinning again. We're not gonna pin as many this time. I learned my lesson. It takes too long. Definitely not needed for what we're looking at. I have so few pins in my pin cushion now that it won't stay upright. Just keeps flopping over. You're a mermaid. Stay upright. almost done pinning this side and we'll get to see what it looks like. I'm really worried I'm going to love it. That means I have a lot of cutting in my future. But at least I'll go through quite a bit of this fabric. Oh goodness, I already love it. Okay. I already love how it drapes so much more than the other one. It just fills out. And I think with the hem, it's just going to be really pretty. Because there's going to be 8 of these. And they're going to be so swishy when I walk, and I'll be able to like pull up my skirts and do fun skirt things. I think I'm going to be a lot happier with the half circle. I mean, I could try folding it in half and seeing what a quarter circle would look like. Honestly, a quarter circle looks nice too, but I don't see a way I'm running out of fabric. I think I like the half circle. I think it just looks really full and pretty, and you know, if I decide partway through that I don't want this much, I can always make myself like an underskirt or something. Circle godettes, huh? That's a lot. But it looks really nice. The only problem with the 8s, well, no, I could probably do a quarter. Let's fold it in half again. We're just futzing at this point. Circle would save me quite a bit of time because I would have to cut out less like yardage of fabric, and it does drape nicely. And since there's going to be 8 of them and I don't want too much yardage around the edge, I think we're going to go with the quarter circle. However, it is now past 2 hours, and I can feel my voice being done with me, so I think we're going to end it here. We can see the results of what we worked on. The cape. It looks a little bit Jedi at the moment, I feel like, but that's okay. Let down the cape. And here's where we're at. Here's what we're looking like. I'm wondering if it would be nice to just attach at least until this point. Where did that point go? Here's the point. Attach the cape to this point so that it just gets a little bit more billowy. Right now it just kind of looks like panels rather than pretty cape. So I might consider sewing these together to this point. But there we are. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And next week, hopefully this stuff will be dyed. We'll have to see. And all of the godettes will definitely be cut out by next week. And we might be able to start on some other types of details. What will the ears be made of? Good question. Hello, Urban Camo Shark. Awesome to have you here. I'm considering 3 different fabrics for the ears. It'll kind of depend on what I make the other details out of, so you can see the belt and the leg and arm details. I have to decide which one of these fabrics that I like best. So I have this suede, this like faux suede, that I really like the color of. I have the satin, which is nice and dark. I think this is better as a lining for things, so I don't know if this is what's going to be the ears. I'm kind of feeling like this is probably going to be what I make the ears out of. This textured brocade type fabric. I don't think I'm going to do fuzzy ears at this point, just because I'm trying to use what I have on hand rather than buying more faux fur fabric. So they're going to be a little bit more structured, a little less fuzzy. But yeah, thanks for hanging out today, and I will be streaming again next week, Tuesday, at 6 p.m. Central Time, and Thursday again from 2 to 4. So have a great weekend. I'm going to hang out with some sheep, and we'll see you next week. Bye!